This video will give you some tips and tricks to successfully take the MCA III math test online. The more work you show and pictures you draw on scratch paper, the better. Many of the answer options are very similar, and by writing or drawing out your thoughts, you may be able to narrow down by a few. There is a notepad provided, but if you need specific symbols or shapes, scratch paper is your best option. If you would like the screen to have a different background to help you read through the problems, click on your drop-down menu next to your name in the top right-hand corner to change the background and/or text color to what works best for you. The second tool in the drop-down menu is a magnifier. When you enable this tool, you can drag it over parts of the problem to make them bigger. Third tool in the drop-down menu is the line reader mask. This is helpful for reading word problems if you would like to focus in on one line at a time. The fourth tool in this drop-down menu is to mask your answers. This is a great tool to use if you know one or two of the answers are not correct and you would like to cover them up and focus on the other possibilities. The calculator that is provided at the top of the screen works really well. Before you use the calculator, click the Mode button and switch it from radians to degrees to ensure the right calculated answer. On the right-hand side of the screen, you will find 4 buttons. The top button is a text-to-speech function that will read the problem to you. The second button is a toggle feature that lets you click on any part of the problem to read starting at that point. The third is a setting feature that lets you change the pace the text is read. The final button on the right-hand side, entitled Exhibit, is the formula sheet you are able to use for the test. Another helpful feature is the highlighter. By clicking and dragging your mouse over the words in the problem, you can choose to highlight portions to help them stand out. In the test, they will give you problems where you are asked to drag and drop. In this example problem, you are able to use the answers more than once if they apply. Really pay attention to the directions on what is allowed and what would best fit. Another type of drag and drop problem gives you more answers than you need, and you need to decide the best way to use what is given. Every time you choose a part of the problem to drag, the list will reorder at the bottom of the page. Pay close attention to this as you decide what to drag next. Another type of problem you will face lets you choose multiple answers for one question. Make sure you read the directions carefully and understand that you are allowed to choose multiple correct answers to the problem. Take your time and really read the problems that are in front of you. Once you have decided on an answer, reread the question asked and make sure your answer matches everything asked for, especially the correct label. If you are unsure about a problem, you can use the bookmark feature at the top of the screen to come back to it later. Sometimes all it takes is time away from the problem to gain another perspective on it. Once you get to the end of the test, it will provide you with a list of problems you have bookmarked and need to go back and finish. Also at the end of the test, it will provide you with a review of the problems to ensure you have answered them all. Take your time and go through this list at the end to double check your test is complete. Remember, this is not a timed test and you are able to take all the time you need. Good luck and do your very best.
Created using Powtoon.